So, hello. For anybody that has never seen me paint before online, my name's Heather with Creepy Holiday Stuff 2. My original page, for those of you that don't know, my original page, Creepy Holiday Stuff, was hacked. I no longer have access to that, nor my group, Creepy Corner, um, and my personal page. So, I started a new page, Creepy Holiday Stuff 2, which you're at right now. So if you dig this kind of stuff, please follow. If you, there are a few members of my group I still haven't been able to reach. If you are a member of Creepy Corner, please go request Creepy Corner 2 to join. For anybody that would love to learn how to create styrofoam head art, check out my group, Creepy Corner 2. I have a pinned post on this page that has information on joining. So I was going to, hi Tanya, thanks for coming in. I was going to do this as a tutorial for my group, and then I was going to do here on my public page as a tutorial, but I got antsy late last night. I was tired, but I couldn't sleep, and I started fooling with it, and I got this half done, and I'm like, I'm stopping. I'm going to do the rest on my public page. Got to start going live. I got to start rebuilding my page. So, I'm going to get started. So I think this is going to be a really pretty colorful head. I'm pretty excited to get her finished. When I'm done with her, I am gonna put her in my shop. However, I'm gonna be making some heads on the side that I'm not gonna be putting in my shop because I am building up some inventory because I'm doing a Mother's Day fair, and I'll probably post my setup. It's a cool setup. What you can picture creepy holiday stuff as set up at a fair or a festival or a craft show. You can imagine it's a black tent, red and black carpet, red and black tablecloth, got the red lights inside, and so I'll do a setup and show it here on group as we get closer to the event that I'm going to be doing. So anyway, I'm going to be doing heads that are going to be inventory just for that event. All right, so let me get my colors down that I've been using. And I'm going to go ahead and name off the colors if anybody's interested in the colors I'm using. Of course, I'm using red and black. I mean, black and white. I am using red. I am using a metallic blue, which is by Deco Art. It's Dazzling Metallics Ice Blue. And I'm using a Deco Art Extreme Sheen Emerald. I'm putting a touch of Peacock Pearl by Deco Art Dazzling Metallics. And the red I love to use is Tuscan Red. And I'm also using Deco Art Extreme Sheen Garnet. All right. So let me just move everything out of the way. First thing I want to do is I want to get this done. So I used this metallic green. You got to shake these metallics really, really good because they're gooky. Almost a slimy, sticky. So hopefully that's good enough. If you don't, it's not going to go on good. Hopefully that's good. And the metallic blue. And a touch of peacock. Doing around the eye is a little time consuming because you're trying to blend, not be too heavy with one color or the other. You can use blending gel if you want, but I'm not. Using a flat brush, I'm going to go around. I already drew it out. So I'm going to be doing a few different sugar skulls, Day of the Dead heads. What are you up to today, Tanya? You didn't want to get a ridge on there. Not much, just relaxing. So when I make May's calendar, um, if you feel like you can be a guest creator in May, can you message me the date and time that would work best for you if you think you might be able to do it? So then when I make my calendar, and I can also put it, a note that it's tentative in case you need to change the date. And that's only if you feel like you can do it. Because I think if I get, like to get some on the calendar that I post so some of the gals can see, hey, other ones are doing it. Okay, now I'm going to go to my blue. I want to have blue on this side. It's hard because you got to let it dry a little bit. Otherwise it just smear, smear, smear. Yeah, I'm going to have to let it dry because it's being wacky. All right, so while that is drying, go ahead and get some black. Know where to put my fingers. Get some of this garnet. not going to be completely the same as this side. I like that better than this one. This one turned out kind of yucky. Good afternoon, Irene. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Hi, Jamie. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you guys being here. Let's add some green in here too. And some more black. Terrible angle for you guys to see what I'm doing here. Make some cracks in the skull. Hi, Debbie. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for popping in. So glad you guys are joining in. And if you can, please share, like, and if you're watching and haven't comment, let me know where you're from if it's your first time watching. So I mentioned earlier when I first started, this was one of the pull pics for my group, and I did a different design. And then I was going to do kind of like a tutorial here on my public page, but I got antsy last night and I did half of her. So I thought, oh, I better do the rest live because I said I was going to go live. Thank you for sharing, Tanya. Appreciate it. This one is a little time consuming to do, but it's well worth it. I think she's going to turn out really colorful and pretty. And then group ladies, if you decide you want the full tutorial on this, just let me know and I'll do one in group. Because like I said, I'm going to be doing some heads that will not be going in my shop because I'm going to be prepping for a Mother's Day fair. So I think I'm going to have another one of this one because I really like it. I want more blue. All right, I think it's close enough. All right, so next I take my black and gotta find the right size that I was using for my dots. This one can be hard sometimes because the dots don't always go as planned. Just do your best. One thing is when the dots go on and heads like this, they're so busy when you look at them that you don't really see the flaw unless you know about it. Like I got a few flaws that are already that Leave those too close together. Okay, let those dry. Put a little dab of blue in here. Messed it up there. I gotta let it dry and then I'll have to try to cover it because I don't think I can cover it right now. I'll leave it like that. I'm gonna get another coat of my red for her lips. Okay, now for this design down here, I use the garnet and then I put red over it. So I'm going to put the garnet first because I didn't want it full garnet, even though it's pretty. Just didn't look good with the lips, so put a coat of red over this when it dries. Okay. Then I go around the outline in the green. Then I get my blue. Oh wait. If my daughter calls, I will have to hang up and then I'll come back on. She was having a procedure done today and I haven't heard from her yet, so. just kind of blend that together a little bit. Okay, the bottom done. Thank you, Debbie. I would like to see a group tutorial on this one. Okay, absolutely, Debbie. I will definitely do a tutorial in group with this. She turned out more colorful and prettier than I thought she would. I didn't know it was going to be as the colors would be so striking. But with them using the metallics, wow, it really did make it look cool. Add a few little lines in here for accent. Little blue. The more colorful they are, the more design really makes them look pretty. Okay, that would make a great Mardi Gras head with the colors. Yeah, it would. Beautiful colors, really pretty. Okay, what am I doing now? Let's see. Okay, I guess I'm moving on to the shadowing because I'm waiting for this to dry. When that dries, then I'm going to go in and put white dots on there. Take my black eyeshadow and my favorite little eyeshadow brush. Please don't forget to share. And also for those of you that know me that my page was hacked, if you could please help spread the word that this is my new page because I was hacked. I've seen a lot of creators sharing and wow, I really appreciate it. It's awesome. They're coming together and doing that. That's great. Because it's going to take me quite a while to build up my page again. I had close to 108,000. It was really close. I'm starting all over. And with my group. Not to mention, I haven't talked a lot about, but my personal page. I have over 10 years of family memories on my personal page. That makes me very sad. I have shared so many pictures throughout the years of my family, my grandkids, and functions, vacations. And you know, I just never thought a lot of my pictures, I'll just delete because they're on my Facebook. No worries. I would have never, I went all those years, no issues with being hacked. My business page was close to 5 years, never had a hack. You know, my personal page is I think over 10. But I did do something. I did something to try to get it back that was a nightmare and a big mistake. I will never do it again. And I did something that I got semi-positive results, and I don't really want to disclose it until I know that it works for sure. So I think I'll do a live specifically for my hacked, just talking about my hack page and what I went through and what a nightmare it was trying to get it recovered, that I definitely don't recommend doing. I just hope that what I did do might work, but I'm going to save that till I find out if it does. And I'll talk about it, so everybody will know to do it. Okay, so next I forgot, I gotta do shadow on her. This thing. Shadowing makes a world of difference on these designs. It's amazing what it does. Amazing. Gives depth and it just looks really cool. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the little like stitchy things. And they're supposed to not be the photo I was looking at for my inspiration, they're not perfect. They're kind of jaggedy and just kind of like that. Look at her. Wow. She would look really pretty with some kind of floral design with just all these colors, or just my personal opinion, a floral design catering to maybe one of the colors and then adding very light accent, barely any of the other colors. That's what I see when I look at it. I don't know. Could look totally stupid, but that's what I see. Okay, so now I'm going to make the little thingies where the brackets go. And then I put a line down, which will be kind of like a shadow where the bracket or staple, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what you want to call it. Let's put one right here. Then we'll put one like holding this part up. I'll put one right here. I know it looks all weird right now, but it'll kind of look like brackets when I'm done. Okay, then I let me close this. Take some white. Also, a lot of the group or not group, a lot of the lives I did on my hacked page, the one I lost, live painting and stuff, are uploaded on my YouTube channel, creepy holiday stuff. So you can check out from my old page. Well, you can still go to my old page. I just can't go to it or do anything with it. I could just look at it. But I put it on my YouTube channel and I edited it out, to where they don't have to sit through the beginning waiting to see, oh, does my sound work and stuff. Kind of screwed up on that one. Then I want to do a little tiny curve line. Where did it go? Oh, see one. Little tiny curve line underneath that to make it look like it is a little bracket. Now why I closed that, because I need it again. So I'm just going to curve around. Doesn't have to be perfect, just a little curve. Now the picture that I looked at of her, the design that I was inspired by, she has blood and all that coming down, but this head I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to put blood and all that jazz. I don't want to do blood. I like it like this. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of this red and just put it in over the garnet. Because I wanted a hint of red in here. So this head is definitely, like I said, time consuming, but it's well worth it, I think. No blood, perfect like this. Yes, I agree, Debbie. To me, I think the blood would take away from it. Oh, I forgot to do a bracket right there. I like it with no blood. Some heads need blood. This one, no. I had such a horrible scare before I went live. So my little dog, Arlo, I think those of you in group know that I have a little new, fairly new. My daughter got him for me in December. When I have my old lab, Drakey, he's still here. My daughter's dog, Lily. And then my husband's dog, Marley, he passed. But my dog Poe died 2 years ago, and I never replaced her. I couldn't do it. I didn't want to. Nothing would replace my Poe. Never thought I could feel such pain. When I lost her, it was crazy. That's a whole different story. Long story. But anyway, my daughter got me this little cute darling dog. I've always had big dogs. This is a little tiny guy. He's part Maltese. He is the most beautiful guy. I forgot to shadow this eyeball. I better not put it on the white. I just love him to death. So she got him in December. And when I took him to get all of his shots, turned out the vet says, wow, he seems like he's so much younger. So I don't think that people that sold it were quite accurate. So he's still very puppy. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. He got into a piece of chicken, not a bone. It was from a Chinese dish, some vegetable chicken dish, little piece of chicken. And he began to it was weird. It was like he was choking, but not fully choking, because he could breathe, because he was crying a cry that I've never heard. And then he would like hold his breath. And as I grabbed my purse and keys, I was going straight to the vet saying, help me, my dog is choking to death. My ex-husband was here and gave him a little squeeze, just a little squeeze, because he's so tiny. And I think that it was like partially stuck to where it hurt, but yet not blocking his airway, because then he was able to breathe and he was fine. I tell you, I was so horrified. I was horrified. All I kept picturing is this sweet little guy. He was going to die. And oh my God, he's suffering, and the cry. And anyway, me, a person who suffers with anxiety and panic attacks, I actually kept it together. Um, I think it was because, it sounds weird, but it was something he literally could have died. However, a couple of days before that, um, this a situation where he could have died, and I didn't handle it well. I don't even know if I told this story already, but he finally got all his shots, so he was out for his second time for his little walk. And down by the park where we go, the house over there, they have pit bull and some other dogs, and they've already attacked one dog. I don't know how they still have them. There's been a lot of complaints. Well, I'm walking my little guy, and the darn dog breaks through the fence. Luckily, Arlo was wearing a little harness, so I had his leash in one hand and a fountain drink in the other. I don't even remember that fountain drink went flying somewhere because my hand instantly grabbed his harness. And I don't run. I haven't been exercising or walking like I used to, so I'm really out of shape. So I entered a fight or flight, and I sprinted from the park to my house and went into a full-blown panic attack. And I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I couldn't breathe. And it was because, first of all, the fear of him getting, I could just picture, oh my God, him did one bite and he's dead. And then also my body's like, what the F are you doing? You can't run. It was a horrible experience. Horrible, horrible. But I survived. My husband went and talked to the people over there, and unfortunately, they're not the type of people that want to talk about anything. They denied their dog ever doing anything before, even though it was witnessed by all the neighbors and the police were there. And it's like, really? She's going to say that it never happened, and we all witnessed it, and we all seen, this dog that was mauled, barely survived. She's like, nope. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never got a citation. Never happened. Like, wow. So I told my little Arlo, guess what? We're never going over there again. Not even going to bother. Not worth it. Just worries me because children go to that park. And you could see, oh God, there's probably 8 different panels of new fence that they're constantly replacing because the dog's always breaking through. Just not a friendly dog. Okay, I think she needs some highlight on her lips, and I think, oh, you know what, Tanya? I was telling Ron, I said, I'm going to get me some freaking bear spray. Because bear spray, I know it's really strong, but man, some of those dogs are so huge. And in the place where I live, there's so many strays. It's really sad. Oh. Trying to see. I'm sorry. I'm looking for my bag. I just bought a boa. I needed a black one, and I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. But I think that is the best thing to use a spray, because he's just, he's too small. You know, he can't even, if some, I think some of you have seen him. He's just a little guy. He can't do nothing. One bite and it's over for him. So I'm not going to even go, I'm not going to go there, that area anymore because I know it'll happen again. Um, but I'm not going to take him out until I get some spray. So, but it was horrible. The whole experience, there's a lot more to it. But the panic attack I suffered from it was really, really bad. I literally thought, like any panic attack, I was going to have a heart attack, but I thought it even more because my body, I don't run. So, but it was just complete adrenaline running. And my chest was like on fire. It was horrible. And I was like, I'm just trying to save my little babe. I'm trying to learn coping skills to where I'm not always in a constant level of stress, so that whenever I am put into a situation of high stress, I don't shoot up to a panic attack level. Instead, try to be like normal people and, you know, living a life of a lower stress. And then when I do encounter a stressful situation like that, you know, I reach a point of course, being scared and stressed, but not going into a full-blown freaking panic. It's ridiculous. I think this is my last touch. Other than spraying her, of course, I'm going to spray her. I'll have to take the boa off first, but I like to just put it on so you can see the ending result. Oh, this has a long. I like to, I have some expensive paintbrushes, and then I have some cheapies that I get in bulk, especially the liners, because I go through them like crazy. But I tell you, you buy cheap liners, they always get the little, the tip. You always got hairs coming out and messes everything up. You just got to clip them. But I go through them like crazy, so I buy in bulk. I'm keeping my eye on her lashes to make sure that they don't slip. Now this particular head, her eyes are a little dreamy, kind of bedroomy, but I think she would also look nice with big eyes. Bigger anyway. Not huge, but bigger eyes. Ooh, I piped a little too much on those, but like I said, a head like this that's really busy, you don't have to worry too much because the eyes are going everywhere on her head. So unless you know about where the flaw is, then you're not going to see it. Then maybe a little curve, just like that. And how about one here, here, a little bit there, and then maybe, because her lips are so full, gives a nice highlight to her lips. Wow, she is very colorful. There she is. I hope I didn't leave anything out because I started talking. When I start, see, that's where I miss Norma. Norma would always shut me up. Okay, Heather, get busy. You're talking too much. I'm relatively a quiet person, but you get me on this microphone and sometimes I'll just start blabbing. Don't know when to be quiet. So anyway, what do you guys think? I think she turned out really pretty. I do have to triple thick this eyeball, which I'm just gonna wait a little bit because that lash is sliding a lot. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. So I will put her on. Thank you, Tanya. I will put her on our May calendar um, as one of the tutorials. Oh, I messed up right there. I didn't even see that. I must have touched it with fingers or something. I'll just go like that. And then I only have to paint over with some black instead of the blue. So anyway, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. By sharing, it's helping get my page out there and hopefully rebuild. Um, and don't forget, ladies from my group, I already uploaded your creepy head this weekend's tutorial. That was the midnight scare. I uploaded that yesterday. I know it's like confusing because you're seeing all these tutorials going in group because I'm trying to rebuild the album folder. But if you just go to albums, you'll see it. It's Midnight Scare. All right. I am going to get to prepping some more heads because I got more heads to make. And I will go live again soon. Again, thank you guys for sharing. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.